I actually am hearing just some fairy language, light language wants to come through just to kind of like amp us up a little bit
Yeah,
to
yeah.
bring some fun and release because they want us to remember to have fun. And then Doni, they were telling me that you have messages from the angelic realm that are supposed to be shared. So there's something that is coming to you that you're supposed to share to us. But I'm going to do my light language. The fairy light language wants to come through. And then Doni, if you want to do your messages, and then I'll go into channeling. So anyway, let me go ahead.
I'll do the messages at the end. You do the channeling and then I'll go.
Okay. Uru tuhia narata te hira pahina nara karo ruhira rata tukrira mni hapata tatuira paite tukuhira narata uye shijia mana maira ka uye di ananira rara hata tukrira mni tukrira turi hata tukrira di apata tutu yata hira narata ite turi apata ina nara apata kudri ite tukuri pita hate pita kudri apata
I feel them there all around me, and
It's kind of like a dancing, like spinning fairies on playing on the ground, and it's kind of like remembering like flower energy. And let me see if I can connect them with what the message for that was. He said it doesn't care. It's just it doesn't matter. It's a reminder. Just have fun, be playful, and just know that your soul is a child, right? And just be in your childlike self. So yeah, so just a reminder to, just be a kid. Don't worry about things so much. Like stop analyzing. So now I'm getting those messages too. Just, don't try to analyze everything that's coming through because that's what we want to do.
That's for you.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, a lot of times I feel like when I'm doing light language that the message is for me. Like what comes, after, sometimes I'll listen afterwards, like after I channel something, I'm like, oh my God, that message is for me.
Yeah, that's right.
So, oh my gosh, so that's fun. Okay, so let me go ahead and see who wants to come through. Ushkrona rakahiera pa o noro tuhiera pa iana kahuiana nara ka ita ka iana poro niara ka ira ka atuhutu in ka ani eta ako akahuru na ka ita era ta nara ka ira ta ka akahiana rara tara akahiana raturu apahiana nara kara tu aranaraka ianara apaho nyurotoko Iarakaho Niraka Ikanarakaho Aranyaraka This is a continuation of the message of grounding for each of you, that not only are you connected into your higher realms, but also to Mother Gaia, that as you are connecting to the land, that some of these energies are in the vibration of the air around you. And because of your sensitivity and raising your consciousness into the higher realms, that you are tapping into the fear energies of this planet and the hurt energies of this planet that are being brought up into your attention for clearing, because this is something that you help with when you bring your light. And so by staying focused on your love and the ray of love, the pink ray, the silver ray, the magenta ray, all of these intertwined within your heart, that these energies are meant to be cleansed. And as you wrap yourself within the violet flame, that this violet flame is embedding your body with the consciousness of the clearing that needs to occur at this time. If I can just have everybody take a deep breath and hold for a count of 3, and then breathe out, similar to what I was recently instructed to with Yeshua and Michael, to breathe out. Let's do this together within the heart space. Take a deep breath in now. Hold for 3. Imagine those rays of light surrounding your heart space. And breathe out. And one more time. Hold for 3. And breathe out. And now this next breath, do the violet flame only. And breathe out. And so we're having you work now more with the violet flame and with the flames of the light that are held within you. And the reason for this is because as your DNA is becoming more online, the flames are where the higher energy consciousness reside versus the rays or the color or the sphere of light that you may see within your meditations. Trust this information that as they are providing it to you, and I say they, as I'm referring to your angelic teams, your light teams, the galactic and the elemental or nature beings that work with you, as well as the past consciousness of your lives. Now, your lives encompass many things, not just beings of galactic beings or human beings. You have also been connected with plants and animals, to clarify, not only on this planet, but on other planets. You see yourself as a human being, but you are many, many dimensions. You have many connections. The dragons have been really working hard as of late and connecting with many of you on a soul level. Look for the water dragon or water dragons that you work with, as these water dragons are going to help you flow around the obstacles, to step outside of your own blocks that you've put in your path. They are not blocks. They're merely bumps in the road, as you would imagine if you've ever driven over a speed bump, or your tire, if you're driving in a car, has gone into a pothole and then you bump down and bump up again. This will be many of your life experiences now as you're reaching these new expanded energies within yourself. And obviously not just this group, but those who watch at later points in time, when they get this message is when it is meant for them to receive. We talk about these steps within your path, taking it one at a time so that you won't implode. And this truth of the light of God as creator comes through to deliver this message to you, that in this expansion of us, that we are the all, the one and the many, and yet you have not just your super consciousness in the grand scheme of things, of the energy of who we are as we grow and develop. You have to remember too that I am, and that I am experiencing each of you uniquely and divinely within the cellular structure of who I am as a being, this grand light that you know within yourself is only a drop. You may experience this energy as puddles within your consciousness at times. You may have the clarity of who I am as I work with you, as you call on me and my energy. I do ask you to remember that your prayer really is important. The prayer not only for yourself and for humanity and for all beings and all life, for the lower frequencies, the lower energies that I am in the process of clearing out and building them or rebuilding them, restructuring them to be more light. Because the levels of the lower densities are also being raised to be brought back into the fold, if you would like to imagine it that way. When you sense my energy, you'll sense a calming within your being. Many of you like to think of me as that still small voice within you. You often will confuse it with your own consciousness because your consciousness is my consciousness. And this is that point in time where you are being asked to develop further the trust of your consciousness, that semiconductor within your mind space, the cells within your brain capacity of the being that you currently are. And knowing that, as Archangel Michael instructed, and Yeshua, or Jesus, as some of you prefer to refer to him as the Ascended Master of Jesus, and so many others, you'll know who you are connecting with through the affinity that you feel toward these Ascended Masters. Whether it is Kuan Yin in some of the Oriental practices, or Katumi and some of the Indian or Hindu practices. You may be feeling drawn to Buddhism. You may be feeling drawn to certain practices of calling in light or rays of light or spheres of light, surrounding yourself with protection, working with the elemental realms, working with the galactic realms. There's so many that have been created and so many more that you are not even aware of. And it is really not even a necessity for your current experience. But remembering that these current life distractions, similar to the dog barking in the background as Cosmo makes his requests known in the manner that he is able, since he doesn't have words, he uses a barking and a running around the house or a sitting in a certain spot to indicate I want food, or I want to go out, or I want playtime. As these 3D, even though you're really at a higher dimension than a 3D, you're so used to calling it the 3D self that you don't necessarily hear it for the higher dimension that you really currently are in. Many of you are already walking day to day in the 5th dimension and higher. The 9D realms, the 12D realms, and the realms even above and beyond that. That is, you're working with your tornadoes of consciousness as you're bringing them down into your pineal gland and into your brain space, and focusing it forward on your third eye and expanding it out from you. As many have been talking about this recently, and you have received it within your own teachings and trainings. This is expansion of consciousness so that you can tap in more fully and more readily into my consciousness. So that during these times of prayer or light language from various beings that you connect with from past lives that you have experienced, when you're in this prayerful state, whether you're using your language, whether you're praying in your native tongue of what you learned and grew up with, or whether you're using English or just sounds and intent within your mind's eye or the thoughts within your brain, that you have compassion for others. And not just obviously this dimension, but all dimensions, this compassion, this love. So as you step into your meditative states, know that I am with you, whether you want to refer to me as prime creator, source, God, or whether it's easier for you to connect in with your angel team, or perhaps a loved one who's passed and you feel them around you. This is another beautiful divine way for us to connect to you. And when I say us, I do refer to the divine realm, because sometimes we sit and watch, but we are always within the energy of the light. So as I give you this guidance to connect into the we of the oneness of who we are and who you are within your expanded self, you can tap into these energies and feel them at various places within your physical form. Let's play a game. I ask you to lift your palms upward and focus in on your right hand and your pointer finger. Feel the throbbing of the blood and the energy in your pointer finger. Feel it sweep over to your second finger, which is your middle finger. That third finger, feel it on your right hand, focusing on your right hand. Your pinky finger, your thumb. Feel the vibration of the energy. Feel it expand into your palm. And now switch your thought and your attention to your left hand. Feel it in your pointer finger on your left hand. your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky, your thumb, and the palm of your left hand. Now feel both your hands vibrating as you have them lifted up in receiving this energy. Sit with it for a moment. You may feel the energy swimming around you. You may feel it also as a heat signature or simply as the vibration and tingling within your hands. You may find it moving into other spots within your body. So whenever you feel disconnected and you want to once more connect, play this simple game. And now that you feel this energy, connect it to your heart of love, the beating, which shows you that you are currently alive in this body. And now imagine that there are beams of light coming off your fingertips and palms and your heart, and send them out. And I invite you to play this game with me often, because this truly is where we are in the divine plan. Your blueprints are coming online step by step. It cannot all happen at once. It just simply cannot. Unless you want to step into the light realm and out of the physical body realm, and then yes, of course it can. There's nothing that is not possible, because all things are possible. But now you are currently on your mission to be the light. So find your creative self, the joy of who you are as a being. And know that you have access to this divineness at any time that you ask for it. I have said enough for today. If you do have a question, you may ask.
I have rather a request.
Yes.
We would like, as a collective, to send healing light to our beautiful Susan, healing light to our beautiful Elga, to me, myself, to Michelle, all of us light worker in our beautiful group. We need strength more than ever. We feel the energies, we feel the changes, we feel the world on edge. So we would appreciate your healing light, and thank you.
Yes, this energy is already sent, as the request was heard, as you were intending it before you spoke it.
Okay. Thank you.
Know that when you are in the midst of your pain, that if you practice being in the light with this small game that I gave you, that you'll notice that your focus has left your pain in that moment. So come back and listen to this message again if you must, or if you desire. Because while you are in the energy in the game of the light, you are not in the game of the body, of the physical structure. And those energies that you need to release can be released as you let the light exude from your being. Another game for you to play is in the breath work. Because I am the breath of you. I have breathed life into you. In that first cry, as you were being knit together in the womb, I was there with you, just as I am there with you now. So find these ways of meditation to step away from the corporal body and find yourself in the quantum space of the light. And these pains will be reduced or eliminated. Another tool that you may use is working with the sacred geometry of your being. Not all understand the mathematical equations of the building blocks of the universe, but you do have the knowledge that I have, even though your mind may lack the understanding of it. It all has its purpose. Sometimes the pain is actually intended to ask you to slow down and be in this prayerful moment of who you are on the internal level, to go down deep within the depths of your soul. I send you my blessings. As you know, you are all blessed. And many of my team, shall I say, are with you at all times. Beyond the 30 or 40 that you think surround you at any given moment, there are thousands and thousands and thousands.
Thank you, Father. That was such a great message. So much to learn, so much to do, so much to understand. So much guidance. Great thanksgiving to you.
Yes, I am with you in those moments of your highly sensitive, feeling the all that is around you.
Yes, I do.
And in those moments when you feel like you want to pass out, where you feel so lightheaded and need to lay down, follow this guidance of your body element, as that is really what your physical being needs at that moment.
We accept.
And I am with you. I am. I am. I am. You're each feeling some release at this time. But know that there is still more coming, and I will be with you in that as well. And this being has been experiencing this clearing too, with the yawning and the coughing and other sensations that she is having within her form as well. I send you my love. I send you my light.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Father.
now you are my light. Be who you are. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful to see that if you can imagine me in a weeping state of happiness and love and joy at your loyalty and the growth of where you are in this moment, as you have all come so very far from day one, so very far. I invite each of you to find something as a reward to yourself, be it a love note to yourself, be it a little golden piece of anything that you can look at and say, this is the gift from Father. A special crystal, a tree that you love to look at and adore. Find that speaks to you and know that that is your reward for the successes of where you are in this journey. And perhaps it is a mountain that you look at. And when you look at that mountain, say, that is my reward for the journey that I have taken in this life. Not even the past lives, just this life. And now I go. As you have had the messages that you have needed to hear. And now I go. And yet I stay. Ooh, I feel buzzy.
Mm-hmm. Who were you channeling? Sorry, I didn't get that. Sorry about that.
Father. It was Source, Creator.
Source, creator. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Interesting, because I usually don't pull his energy. I usually pull Sophia, the divine feminine energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came through.
Cool.
Fun. I've
Nice.
channeled him a couple of times, but like I said, normally it tends to be on the feminine side, because I don't know, because apparently that's the energy that I connect with more often or more frequently, not just in this particular life, but all my past lives. It tends to be more the divine feminine side of the yin and the yang of the Godhead source. So
It did feel like a big energy to me, but I was like, I'm not sure. I can't figure out who. No wonder source. Okay.
yeah, I'm creator.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm swimming like in a
Yeah. I felt this beautiful bright light around me, and I emerged in this bright light, and then I saw myself as a portal of sending sending white light and bringing white light and moving energy. That was beautiful. I love it.
And I have to go to sleep.
Okay.
I am so bushed.
Poor
Yeah.
baby.
It's I need lately. It is intense, all of my experiences here, the 3D experiences, and I always had difficulties navigating this reality.
yeah.
Wow. You know,
Tell me about it. Like,
so yeah, then
That feels really.
I'm always waiting. Every day I'm waiting. Did it happen? Did it happen? Are they going? Is it going? Is it happening?
that's how I feel the energy at the moment. Like, we're on the edge. Like, I feel the energy is like something big is going to happen, you know, like
yeah, I feel it will happen. Something big is going to happen.
It's like everybody was like,
yeah,
waiting.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Many blessings to you, my love. I love you so much, and I think
Much love, Elga. Much love.
Thank you. Thank you. Much love to you. You did a good job, by the way. You really did a good job.
I just want, like, my quickly, I'll just say what my angels, since Elga is here, what my angels were telling me is that we have done our inner work, and when she said inner is within ourselves individually, if that's what you want to call it, they say, but also within ourselves as a group. So now it's time to broadcast that. And so they're saying that we should work together, either on a book or do like a YouTube channel, and so to spread out our messages and the light. So
yeah, we already do it. You know, those channelings are being put out, you know, and then we have our Thursday night circle, like tomorrow night.
But they also said work together on a book and write your own journeys on that book. All of you, like light workers in your group.
Oh, very interesting. So Elga, would you like to leave us with some light language before you go? Because we'll probably wrap up with some light language, and then
okay, yeah. Kira kahe esi kiro, kira kohoya tasa, kara katiara kahe diara katisi tiora, kiriki ahaya etasara, kuara katayara sakatai, kuru eya kahara sikitiora, etiasa aranai kara ahahara kati, ku aya kataya ohohuyaki, kiesa hahara katasitiora, ki ora, Oma ahekara, Amira sakaya autuya, Kahea akara, Otio sakahara, O Kudiara Kotiora, Kuata Ehita Kaha, Tiara Kahara Kati, Kurikahe Itiara, Utaya, Kirakaha Etio Onda Ehegatikaya, Kuri Itiara Saka Ahara Katasi, O Ara Katasati Ore, Tiara Ka Ahara Katisi Ora, Haya Hora Kahaya, Ku Ora. Atasiora, akatasiora, atakataya, kuuriasa otiarakasi, kurasa katiaraka, kaya, oku ayatakasati.
Thank you for that beautiful love and message and blessing.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I have one. I have a chant as well. Mi amara watara kishikiri kishimara, amara tuatara turitiri kushiara. Kushiara tuatara kishiri kishiri, kushira turiti kushita kushiri. Kushima kushuru kushuru kushua, atui havara kishura mata, ashwarara kushura mara tiri, ashwaratira kurashirita ramda, ashua yatira kura mura. Ashwara Suritira Turatama, Marakira Sura, Ashwati Wakisha, Akura Ia Yatara, Kusharata, Ashwaira Turamarati Aqua, Ashwata, Yakwaritia, Ashwata, Tuaraki, Ashwatia Maratira Shwarata, Shwaria Tua, Wakira Shirewa, Shwata. Much blessings. Namaste.
Wow, it's a
Beautiful.
lot of energy.
That was for healing, cleansing.
Yep. I could totally feel it. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'll just do a closing blessing and then we'll just wrap up and have a good evening.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Kawian yara ka iri ranyora kuhuru nyara ta ira ta yora nereke te hira noro ko ira nyara ta haire kuhuru nyara ka ire tura nyara ka ire ti anyara kuhunora ta eke ro nyere ara ta ira nara ka ire ti ka no Kaeno ho anyara kae te uroto ira mara kae o. Ooh, that was from the Rock Collective. Ben Rock coming through for me a lot lately, and that was a reminder to tap into the sacredness of everything you do. So it was a call. It was a call to think of everything as a sacred ceremony. And
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah. I have a question. Does anybody see a green background, sort of? Green gold?
More to your left. More to your left.
Yes,
Yeah.
my left.
Yeah.
That's green, eh?
Yep.
It's funny. It's always on the left side that I see green. I have to ask why that is. What that is.
Celestine water green is coming to me. Green celestine.
No, but she is violet.
The nature green.
She is violet, and I see gold also. No, celestine water is green.
But also, okay. So
violet.
But I think she's coming. That she just said to me like that. She also have celestine green, as in the tree, the nature. So the water, and also the nature.
I will ask her.
Yeah.
Because,
Archangel Raphael. I heard that it's Archangel Raphael.
It's a lot around me because I have a fraction, or what you call it, from Archangel Raphael. He has given, yeah. It's like,
Awesome.
and I mean, it's the first time I see that. Really, it's what I'm seeing there. It's amazing. And
Beautiful.
you have a lot of elementals around you, and you know that right now it is very busy. It is very important that these elementals are being taken care of, all of them,
Yes.
because the earth is in such a array, or what you call that, because of all that what is being done to the earth, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pain, and the elementals, they suffer. And also, when we're talking about elementals, there are water beings. There are still water beings here. They are like mermaids, men and women. And they are far out, and they have to get away because the water has become so toxic that they cannot live there anymore. And also what they're saying is that the dolphins, they also need a lot of healing because they have been slaughtered again in a very, very bad way. And then we have the whales. The whales are being also taken in. Everything that has a high vibration is being slaughtered, and that is done on purpose. The dolphins, they are 6-dimensional, and the whales are they're 9-dimensional. And when you go within those dimensions and you live in those dimensions, you can actually see the whales and the dolphins swim beside you, because there's no limit to anything in those dimensions. The elementals are being called. The elementals are calling, and it is. I've been telling Chris that since a long time, that he has to go to the woods, and that he has to do something. He has to make little ceremonies for the elementals, but it is actually you. But I'm seeing very strongly is you, Wendy and Sue. You have a very big responsibility. It is not just all like this, but bringing the joy and so forth. It's coming through you. All the energies from those beings are coming through you. That's why you're so up all the time and going around. You're part of that. And you actually, it is your creation. It is your domain, those elementals and so forth. And they do need, all of them, they do need help right at the moment. I heard them asking for help.
Yes. And actually, it's funny that you say that too, because I have been doing, whenever I'm traveling, when we drive to different areas and I see there's construction or whatever, I'm always sending energy out to the elementals that are the nature in the area. And also I've been focusing on every body of water that I come to. And each time I travel to the ocean, this is an area where we're sending healing, because I know that they need it, because they're the ones that are helping clear the pollution within the oceans.
Exactly.
And so I know that this trip to Ireland, although, we're going to be going there and doing some land clearing and clearing for, the waters in the area, but I have noticed that is really a strong calling to me.
Yes, there are very dark places in Ireland. Okay, even so, and it is very important. Also, Ireland is very important because there is a, let's call it highway from Ireland to Fuji in Japan. What is the name of the mountain? There are portals. There are big energy places. Okay, and it's a direct, like a highway, direct place that from there to there. And it is also being said that Ireland supposed to be bringing great things energetically for our ascension and for the new earth. So I'm not sure that that is true,
Yeah,
you know. But that is what I heard. So whatever. But the thing is, there are very dark places in Ireland, and also the Druids. What we know about the Druids in general, it's not really exactly like that. There is other things, dark things happening too with the Druids, you know. It's
Right.
like they don't know the history. It's all upside down and inside out.
Right.
Because it's
Is I've had Celtic lives there, and the Shining Ones have called me to come and work in that area, and so I'm supposed to connect with them and help clear and work with the land and clear the land. So it's Susan, obviously, as well. So
yes.
and now I'm actually trying to get my husband to go as well. I hear that he's supposed to go, but I feel like
Yes. He has, yes, absolutely.
he
It
has
is.
he has dragon energy within him. I mean, I do too, but
He also has archangel Raziel in him.
very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what he has Raziel in him.
He does as well. Oh, that makes sense then. Why we're such soul partners.
Yeah,
Wow, cool.
exactly. That it changes your whole perspective right now. Eh?
It does,
Yes,
doesn't it?
Helga, when you said the mountain in Ireland, the mountain in Japan, and Mother Gaia came through and she said, "Yep, the energy floats around my bodies. That's my belly."
You know, so
It's
yeah,
like from one side to another side, like one
yeah,
arm to another arm.
yeah,
Got her energy flowing.
but it is really, it's like I think of Mother Earth. I see pictures of Mother Earth, and I have tears running down. You know, I just have to think.
Yeah.
My heart is so
Love her so much.
open. It's so open. It's like
She gives us so much.
I'm so sensitive at the moment.
Yeah.
No.
Start writing, Ella. Start writing. So we can put in a book all together. And we can.
Tell your big stories, Elga. Start
Yeah.
putting
Your journey. Do you have a laptop? Slowly you write every day, like your journey, you know, of becoming a light worker.
I'm not a good writer.
It's okay. And then we can edit. You just write and then we can edit, you know.
Yeah. I love it. All right, ladies. Much love to you.
Much
Much love and light.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.